Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the 212A. It's the Tier 9 Soviet SPG. This one's located on the southwest corner of Live Oaks, and it's under the command of Yarbas of OLIMP. And he's moving to his firing position already because the game started. Okay, 203mm B4 howitzer. It's capable of doing 900 alpha, 52mm of pen, and 10.4 meters on the burst radius, 12.5 to 28 seconds of stun. Standard reload 37.39 seconds. We can see that Yarbas has got 28.79. Okay, his first target's an AAT-60 sitting on that corner, but he sees a much better prospect than LHMTV. Unfortunately, that one is moving, and he's just gone down into the dip, but rounds out. This could be accurate. Oh my god, that is a penetrating shot for 997, a high roll, and the LHMTV is all but dead. Only 53 hit points left. That was a really good first shot, and I think the LHMTV, yeah, well, I was about to say, I think he's going to die with the next hit, and in fact, actually, he did die, and he went down to the TVP BTU. Tier 10 game with Tier 8 tanks. Rounds out with the next shot. Well, even though the shell actually went to the left, I think it narrowly missed the ISU 152K, which was, or 152 rather, who was making his way through the gap. There's actually quite a fast firing Arty if you've got a really good crew, premium consumables, BIA crew, and a rammer. You can actually get the reload down quite a lot. Rounds out. Lands alongside him. Again, it went to the left. It's worth actually noting this as you fire. If the shell does consistently go to the left, you might want to aim slightly to the right, and then the shell might go straight onto the target. No, it doesn't work like that, but it obviously does tell you if RNG is being a little difficult, shall we say. Okay, he's put the shell alongside the K2, but he marks the ground instead, because at the moment he can't see the target, and he wants to make sure that the shell counts. Mind you, I'd be more tempted to actually fire and give him a blind shot. Fires in at K2. Lands just in front of him for 399. Keep up the pressure. You've got to get those tubes hot. Pump those rounds out as fast as we can. In fact, we're doing very well on the railway line. A huge force of tanks are actually going up the railway line, which means that the enemy is soon going to realize that they've got an open door on the west flank, but they might find themselves suffering on the railway line. K2, can he aim behind? Go for it. Rounds out. Could be a kill. Oh, unfortunately, the shell goes to the left again and hits the building instead. That could have been a kill shot if it had gone straight and landed next to the K2. So things are progressing on the railway line. But it's one of the reasons why Arty players use big mini-maps, is because they want to see what's going on, not only to find their next target, but also potentially to work out where they should be applying the shells to get the greatest effect. Now he's going to go for the AMX-50 because that guy's using a ridgeline there, or a little hill, to actually protect himself from our attack force. Of course, he's pulled back because there's an LT-432 getting close to him. Meanwhile, over at the railway station, we can see an SMV CC-67 using the rubble as cover, but of course that's not going to stop an Arty round from hitting him. Rounds out, long flight time. Direct hit, and yes, again, it went to the left on firing and hit the SMV CC-67 square on for 347. So he's already up to 1,743. Of course, the big jump was, of course, that first shot on the LHMTV. He's just spotted the AMX-50B, who's just received a hit. He's dropping back down into the dip, and I thought for a second he was going to get another kill, because if that guy went down on very low hit points, rounds out. That's probably a bit late because I could see destruction as the AMX went round the corner. The Conways decided to hide behind the building. Our guys now basically almost have control of the enemy cap area. It's going to be very difficult for the enemy to get back from this one. In fact, I get the feeling that... oh, there's the Conway. I get the feeling that Yarbas is trying to get closer to the enemy because he knows this game's going to be over very quickly and he wants more damage. There's 8 tanks up on the enemy. Even though that shell hit the building, the Conway took the force, he stunned, and he got all the stun assists off that one as well. So a really good hit. And now the enemy are down to just 5 vehicles, 5 tanks, IS-3-2 there, a K2, 2 K2s actually. They've also, well, they just lost an AMX-50B. And now they're just down to 3. One of the K2s went down. The ISU-152 just took a direct hit. He's racking up the damage. He's already up to 2.5k of damage and a load of stun assist. But the enemy are piling on in, or enemy, our teammates are piling on in. They all want the last kill. They're all shouting, mine, mine, mine. And even the SU-130 PM is trying to squeeze a bit more out of it. So we're going to try and put the shell into that gap. And he does land a shell on the ISU-152, who goes down. Unfortunately, our Bisonte took a bit of a stun there and a bit of splash. But the IS-3 is about to pop. And that's the end of the game. Seems to me that everybody seems to be getting really fast games recently. That was the first class tanker for Yarbas of OLIMP in the 212A. He managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 10. And he got a Confederate for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. And it really did help that he didn't get any kills, because otherwise that might have detracted and prevented him getting a medal. 2,724 is Unicum standard. Let's have a look at team score. Well, funnily enough, he did get the highest damage in the game. The highest actual damage, 3,232 hit points of damage. But he didn't get a high caliber, and probably because it wasn't 20% of the enemy hit pool. But I don't think it really matters anyway, because I think he would have been disqualified from getting that high caliber because he stunned one of his own teammates who was in close proximity to the ISU-152 when he hit him. Second highest damage went to the IS-3-2 on the enemy team with 2,873. Third highest damage was the E-100, who managed to get a steel wall and 2,533 hit points of damage. When it came to kills, the high scorer was the Bisonte C-45 with 4 kills. 3 kills went to the Kampfpanzer 50 and 2 kills went to the TVP VTU, the SU-130 PM, on his own team. When it came to base XP, yep, he got third place on that one. 1,231 went to the Bisonte, 1,057 went to the Patriot, and then we've got Yarbas in third place with 976. I guess the Patriot got the advantage because, of course, he was tier 8, and so was the Bisonte in a tier 10 game. So they were hitting high tier opponents and racking up 20% extra XP with every shot they made, and that's why they were slightly higher than Yarbas, who was tier 9. 10 shots fired, only 10 to get a first class. 4 direct hits on the enemy, 1 penetrating shot, the LHMTV, 11 splash, damage of 3,232 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. He damaged 6 of the enemy, didn't get any kills, but he got 2,071 hit points of stun assist off 11 stuns. So if he'd missed out, or he'd actually got a kill during that game, he would have missed out on the Confederate medal. On a premium count, he actually made a profit of 12,772 credits profit, and he also took away 2,928 experience points out of it as well. So an incredibly fast game. I didn't mention that. It was 6 minutes, 29 seconds. We've had faster games just recently. In fact, I seem to recall the one in the Tortoise. Was it Tortoise? No, it was the Turtle Mark 1. That was 4 minutes. And yes, that was an ace tanker, that one. So it's very surprising. But yes, this was a good game where Yarbas was pumping those shells out as fast as you can. In fact, that's one of the things that I really do try to do in my own games, is keep those barrels hot, keep those tubes burning, pump the shells out as fast as you can, because the more enemy you hit, The more damage you do, the more chance you've got of being at the top of the table. And of course, the more chance of your team winning as well. Really does help. So I hope you enjoyed that quick replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.